This lady was hired by a millionaire to clean his house for $40 an hour. She turned up in a Lamborghini and made him pay $100 an hour instead. Our next Reddit post is from a user. I invited the cheapest cleaner on Craigslist to my house to see if she would try to steal anything. Let me preface this by saying that my home is filled with thousands of dollars worth of merchandise, including cameras, computers, jewelry, and other electronics. I've had people close to me get robbed at gunpoint before. So I decided to invite the cheapest cleaning lady I could find to my home when I went out for the day. I posted in the section looking for cleaners, and within an hour or so, I had about 10 responses. The response that stood out to me was from a woman who responded with "Black cleaning lady." In her message, she said, "Hello, I am available immediately. Please call me at this number." At this point, I didn't think much of it and assumed it was just her name. When I called her, she picked up and said, "Hello, this is Name. Is this about the cleaning job?" "Yes, it is." "And, are you sure you can make it over here right now?" "Yeah, no problem. Where do you need me to be?" It's actually never mind, it's not really a good time right now. I'll contact you later." I thought this was strange, but figured that if she wanted the job, she'd try harder to get it. So I moved on to the next cleaning lady. About an hour later, I got a text from the first cleaning lady saying, "Are you sure you want another girl? You don't want me. I'm very experienced and trustworthy." Now, this piqued my interest because all the other cleaning ladies I had contacted were messaging me through the website, and none of them had texted me directly. So I replied to her message, and we set up a time for her to come over and clean. Throughout the afternoon, I got several messages from her saying things like, "I'm outside. Can you let me in?" Or, "Where are your kids?" I'd respond, "We're leaving around 3 p.m. and we'll be gone all day. We're just letting the dog stay home today." Then, of course, she wouldn't reply, and I'd get a message that said, "Read receipt requested." I kept getting these types of messages until finally at 2 p.m., I received one that said, "All right, thanks." I then left for work, and my wife stayed behind to watch the dog. When I got home, I noticed that the door was unlocked. My wife had left, and the house had been cleaned. That was weird, since I hadn't heard anyone come in. I also noticed that our dog, who normally greets us at the door, was nowhere to be found. I started to panic and began calling my wife's phone. She didn't answer. I tried again, and it went straight to voicemail. I then called my mother-in-law, who told me that my wife had called her, saying that she was taking the dog to her parents' house because someone had broken into our house and was letting the dog out. This made no sense, though. How could the dog just wander outside and no one notice? I ended up finding the dog in the backyard, and our house was completely untouched. Nothing was stolen, and everything was put away perfectly. There wasn't even any signs of forced entry. It was almost as if the cleaning lady had scared off whatever intruder had gotten in somehow. It's possible the cleaning lady knew something was going on and came back early to find out what was going on or who was there. Our next Reddit post is from another user. A friend needed some extra cash, and I offered to pay her $100 an hour to clean my house for the whole day. That's 4 times what she was normally paid.
She says she'd love to.
I was excited because it would be nice to have someone else do the housework for once. However, when she arrived, I noticed that she wasn't wearing any pants. I asked her why she wasn't wearing any pants, and she said she didn't have any. I told her she should probably go home and change her pants and then come back. She said she didn't want to, and I should just pay her and let her get to work. I was stunned. This wasn't how I had imagined this working out. I asked her if she was serious, and she said yes. I told her she couldn't possibly clean my house without pants, and she said she could. I asked her if she was sure she wasn't just trying to take advantage of me, and she said yes. I decided to give her the benefit of the doubt and let her start cleaning. After about an hour, I stopped her and asked her to take a break, while I went to the store to pick up some pants for her. She complained that she didn't want to take a break, but I insisted. I picked up some yoga pants from Target and brought them back to the house. I gave them to her, and she put them on. She then finished cleaning the rest of the house and left. I paid her the agreed-upon $100 and sent her on her way. I was amazed at how well she did and how little trouble we had considering her unusual request. I tipped her an extra $20 and sent her on her way. In hindsight, maybe I should have just paid her the $100 and let her get on with the job. Maybe it was worth it to have someone else clean my house for once, even if she wasn't wearing pants. But anyways, that is all for the stories today. I hope you enjoyed this episode with all the crazy cleaning ladies. If you did, please hit the like button and subscribe for more insane stories. There will be links to other episodes down in the description if you want to check those out. But anyways, I've been your host, and I'll see you in the next Reddit video.